We know that persons overseas are involved and connected in this act. We know that persons who are incarcerated presently have connections in this act. We know that multiple gangs are connected and involved in this act.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. When me hear them something here. When me hear them something here. No the little YouTuber Sir P me hear them something here from. No Sir P tell we how much dance that foreign. How much dance that foreign and a run off a gang them a yard. Are them responsible for the death and destruction in a Jamaica, and them a do it from foreign. And Sir P a call out the Jamaican government all long because them not extradite, them not even present papers to the United States of America or any other country to extradite or even undown any criminals to stem the violence. Remember say, the man them a fly go, well I no remember the song. Mikey go a foreign and go turn Al Capone. Make whole heap of money and send we our own. Now we are lucky city and that is well known. Yesterday Mikey called me on the phone. Me say, Mikey, we get the thing them out a look now. We squeeze 7 nanny hold that them a duck now. We have whole heap of extra clip cause we no broke now. Ra. Oh, you no remember about that? You no remember that? Well on the man. Now Sir P make we know how much done the jail, the prison, and a harder murder like them a call for take out like a food, them a harder. Like a pizza, like a Chinese food. Them want delivery. I saw them a order the death and destruction. Now Sir P make we know say we need reform in the system so that they actually charge them and them with the crimes them, because when them have cellular phone, that's just contraband and nobody now actually investigate them phone call, they who a call who, or it actually linked to who, them now do none of them, no investigation, nothing now go on there so. So no 2 out of 3 that Sir P a bad good man, 2 out of 3 right there so. You said dance a foreign, you said dance a prison, hold on there. The third one, you also told us about that, where you make we know say the dance them are linked together. Even clans and one other link whole heap of dance and gangs are tying together. Are you make we know that? Different factions of different gangs working together. All sorts of sitting. You tell we that. So boy, oh boy, people that are 3 out of 3. Sir P about perfect right now. Him about perfect. You see any boy or girl will fight the little YouTuber. You see any boy or girl look at her about, yo, John, oh, this a wickedness, a terrorism and blah blah. We no want to hear you. From your fight the little YouTuber, don't even bother. Don't even do it to yourself because you don't get it. But one day you might get it. Watch the video, watch the full thing. You might get it.
First, let me begin by extending my deepest condolences to the families and loved ones of those whose lives were brutally snuffed out in this dastardly incident. I feel the pain and share the distress of the families, the loved ones, the communities, and indeed the entire Jamaica. And I also pray for the recovery of those who were injured.
It's one of the most savage episodes in Jamaica's recent history. 8 people were shot dead by men wielding rifles and handguns. One of those murdered was a primary school boy. He was only 7 years old.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, Dancehall News and Reviews. My God, what a something, what a something. A massacre, an act of terrorism, domestic terrorism in Jamaica. Officially labeled terrorism. You understand me, people? No question about it. But some talk I make from the Prime Minister and the opposition party. And we are here to talk about it, people. Because like Sir P has been saying for years, them people here, them not go feel it. It not go hit them certain way until it reach them doorstep.
People of Jamaica understand this. Stop cuss PNP and JLP. See them wicked. You know why? Because you get the leaders you deserve. You see, a clansman or one other stone crusher, it simply couldn't survive in certain societies. Just like I said with disease, a disease needs an aesthetic body to survive. Clansman, the way it survived and flourished in Jamaica, right? The same reason why your crooked MP survives and flourished in Jamaica. It's an acidic environment, highly acidic environment. And let me tell you something, the day is going to come when even the people them who are apologists, heard me say, them favorite criminal, even those people will one day turn and bawl and say, Lord have mercy, criminals dead. But them people won't do that until it turn up at them doorstep.
On Monday, a tough-talking Prime Minister Holness vowed that the security forces would hunt down the gangsters responsible.
What I have declared here is a total assault on gangs in Jamaica. I want that to be clearly understood. Operationally, they must go after every gang in Jamaica.
Say what now, Mr. Andrew, Mr. Holness? They need to go after every gang now? Them need to go after every gang now? This now make no sense. So all along, people have been murdered left, right and center. 1600, 1700. One bag of murder, top of the murder chart. Every year, murder per capita. And we are lead the world. And I know you talk about all gangs must go. You never know say all gangs must go before. What? At the first time in a Jamaican history, we're having a massacre? What about the Tredegar Park massacre? What about that? You need a reminder of that, people. We're going to remind them of that today. But make we hear some more with the Prime Minister say. Also, we're going to hear from the opposition in another video. People, one bag of fool in this chat.
Cherry Tree Lane in Four Paths, Clarendon, has been rocked by an unforgettable tragedy. A birthday celebration and bingo party turned deadly when unknown assailants opened fire at a group of people in the vicinity of a bar and a car wash. Reports are that about 4 men who were heavily armed with rifles exited a vehicle and started shooting. Some of the victims attempted to run for their lives but were chased by the gunmen and shot dead. After the shooting subsided, 17 were shot, 5 of whom died on the spot and 3 were pronounced dead at hospital. When our news team arrived at the scene on Monday, a heavy cloud of gloom settled over the community. The residents say the attack is unimaginable. Residents say the community had been relatively safe and all the victims were innocently slain.
I don't know them as persons give problem, make trouble, nothing at all. Nothing at all. They just wrote a little joke with you, very jovial. Keep you going, they look out for you. Make sure you're alright on the street. Look out for your children just the same. It's really sad. I don't know what happened. Things just happen. You can't jump and say this because we don't have nobody around here in a war. Nothing at all. And for persons to leave from outside, come in to spoil your community. It's really sad.
While there, we spoke with one woman who says she lost her father, 50-year-old construction worker Lawrence Francis, her sister, and a cousin in the incident. She says she was present when the massacre occurred. However, she ran, injuring her leg in the process. With tears rolling down her face, she had little words to express her grief.
I don't know if it's the honest truth. I don't see where going. I just know it's a shot of fire and everybody around. Not even words can explain how I feel. Father, my sister, my cousin.
Francis died in the arms of his wife with his eyes open. His wife, who was inconsolable, says her heart is broken beyond repair.
Break and it can't come back, it can never fix. I don't know why. Me hurt so much. I never knew it when me run last night. I'm a sick man. I'm here and that's all the whole of this. My baby get kidnapped. My country. My cousin nearly cut the Jesus.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness, who visited the community, embraced Mrs. Francis and pledged support to the families who have been impacted.
My task here today is just to be with you, just to share my condolence and to tell you that we are here, we are supporting you. And there's nothing that we can say to you that is going to bring back your husband, your child, your cousin and your child. There's nothing that we're going to do that can bring them back. In the immediate phase of your grief, as you weep and you ask God why, and then you have to confront the loss and the burden of the loss, you should know that whatever I can do, whatever the state can do, whatever the police will do, we will be here to carry you through this phase of grief, whether it is assistance with the funeral or whatever assistance that you need.
Yes, sir.
Know that we will help you.
Robeanne Williams for Nationwide News.
Murders after murders, murders upon murders. And I know the Prime Minister talk tough. I know him ready to do something. Me confused. Me a scratch my head. This can't make sense. Never too late for a shower of rain. But you know when election round the corner, oh my, oh my, oh my.
The gangs that have been identified as being directly responsible for this action are connected with other gangs. And so we must pull the thread to where it leads. So today, every gang leader should take with themselves.
You don't say, Mr. Holness, really and truly? So you're going to go after Clans, Stone Crusher, Wanada, everybody? Every gang? Really? You're really going to do that? So my question to you, Mr. Holness, you're going to go after Wanada, that link to the JLP, and you're going to go after Clans, that link to the PNP? You're actually going to do that? No, I don't think the PNP are going to work with that still, you know. And based upon what Mark Golden is saying, it not sound like him with the thing. It sound like him are going to draw a card talking about constitution. Because we know say them are going to hide behind the constitution, you know. It's not constitution to do this and constitutional and constitution this and constitution that. Listen to these people.
Jamaica is sickened by yet another depraved act of wanton violence, which in this incident at Cherry Tree Lane has been directly inflicted against 17 people, 8 of whom were killed, including several women and a young boy. There have been multiple killings in Clarendon in recent years, with this one being the most egregious. I stand ready to cooperate with the government to achieve bipartisan constitutional action to come to grips with this utterly untenable situation. The only way forward is for us to work together and to find consensus around practical solutions that can make the change that Jamaica needs.
Bipartisan, that's the word he used. If you don't understand, he's basically saying that both sides must come together to work together to solve the problem. Imagine that. Imagine that. In other words, people, if you don't get what's going on here, that's a political move to say, listen, don't move against our links them, because if you try to show out with links them, we are going to push back and we are going to use the constitution. Make sure it's bipartisan. Make sure that both of us can agree upon whatever is going to be done going forward. So the PNP and make the JLP know, say, look here, if you are going to make a move on the gangs them, we both have to agree upon every single move. It has to be bipartisan.
The Prime Minister has declared Sunday's mass murder an act of terrorism. Members of the Jamaica Defence Force have also been activated to assist the police in tracking those responsible. Mr. Holness says the state will make no distinction between those who fired the weapons and those who may be involved in the crime in other ways.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, you see the media talk there now? You see them talk there from Jesus Christ. Holness, what are you saying? So basically, anybody will link to the gang or affiliated with the gang, you will make no distinction, so them can openly fire and kill anybody just because they're linked to a gang that might be linked to this. Boy, oh boy, you see? Constitutionally, you're already out of order. You already gone too far already. That speech, brother, is not a good one. You're planning on infringing on the common citizens. Brother, are some totalitarian, some communist business you depend. More time Andrew Holness talk. Me I wonder if the man is a dictator, you know. It's like him don't use him brain when him talk. Him always a step in bounds, bro. Go after the criminals them. But you have to make the distinction because you don't know who is actually linked to the gangs them or not. Plus you say gangs linked to other gangs. So you don't know the 100 and then now you go actually start to make people treat everybody the same. You cannot treat everybody the same, brother. If a man linked to a man, you are my virgin that. I mean not even if you know say him in the gang. Me no know him a do a day, me no know him a do a night. But me linked to him now. Now imagine the soldiers them reach out now and touch him and touch me too because me linked to him. No distinction being made. Bro, what y'all say? You see sometimes you have to really listen when them politicians are talking, because them now make sense. You want to... they always try to use these kind of events as a way to take away the average citizen's right. Think about 9/11 and the Patriot Act. These are the things they do. Government, them try to jump in. Remember, so whenever time them have them kind of events in America, the mass, them thing there already. Them shooting thing there, them white boy, they do them thing there. Yeah, basically when those things occur, right, you ever notice people are running the government, the Democrats, them running and them gun control, and the gun this and the gun that, and we need this and we need that. They're always trying to exploit these things for political gain. And here we have Andrew running in to take away the average citizen's rights, talking about no distinction.
Every gang, every person who in any way facilitated, provided the arms, or were involved and pulled the trigger themselves, we will find you and we will bring you to justice. I want that to be absolutely clear. We will not treat this as another criminal act. We will treat this as an act of terror.
Jarastafari, all of the killings them that has been going on, there have been acts of terror all along, terrorizing the people them in Jamaica. Many of these communities in Jamaica, the people them live under oppression, under tyranny. What are you talking about? You don't know how Jamaica run. You yourself, Mr. Andrew Holness, I talk about, building the police station and extortion this and extortion that. You want to stop extortion. Many people living in Jamaica are suffering from extortion and the authorities can't do nothing. The gangs them run the cut and extort the people them all. Sometimes all double extortion from multiple gangs and the people them have to take it and you, the authorities, can't do nothing. But all of a sudden now, you are going to stop gangs. Why haven't you stopped gangs all along? Well, now make no sense, brother. You've been in power for years after years and you tell me, say, and now you want to stop gangs? Well, on them, man. All the rifles and the ammunition them are coming to the country, Mr. Holness. You never make a talk, say you know all the guns them are coming and who are bring them in. How comes you not stop the guns them, brother? You not stop the guns them, brother. Stop the ammunition, brother. Without the guns, without the ammunition, they can't do what they're doing. So, hold on them, man. You know the next set of youths, them are going to get them on for ammunition and guns again. So, if you don't stop the guns coming into the country, then all you expect to stem the violence. You know, make no sense, brother. Honestly, Andrew. Well, we're going to go after everybody that's linked to this. Anyone that provided or aided them, we're going to go after them and this and that and blase, blase. You should have been tough all along. Now you're talking boisterous. Why is that? Because election round the corner, brother. That is why you're doing this.
The security forces have already declared a raft of curfews across sections of Clarendon and St. Catherine as they go in search of those responsible for the murders. Mr. Holness says such a horrific crime must never again occur in Jamaica.
Oh, really? No, really must not happen again. But a history repeat itself 14 years ago.
Tragedy. On Friday the 13th, 2010, the Klansman gang went into the community after Eagle Park, and in my opinion, they committed the most evil act in the entire history of the gang. And it says a lot about just how acidic Jamaica is as a nation when an event like this can happen. And after, to be honest, I remember it clearly, about maybe 2-3 weeks after Shadiga Park, the story was completely forgotten. See, for most nations, a day when 8 people in one community get massacred by one gang, and this 8 includes 11-year-olds, 15-year-olds, right, 23-year-old, 3 pitney from one family and their mother. That would have been a complete disaster for most nations. That would have been a day that nobody can ever forget. In Jamaica, we just call that Friday.
It look like history repeat itself. Circle back like turtle back. Wagwan yasa people. Wagwan yasa. 14 years ago, Shadiga Park, and now here we are again, Cherry Tree Lane. 8 dead that day there, 8 dead that day, yeah. You know see Wagwan people? Massacre, then massacre now. I can't tell you which one is worse because they're both just as bad. I mean, the other one did have more babies involved, I guess. And this one have a one little youth where, 11-year-old I think, and then have another baby that was shot. So a whole heap of things go on, people. It's sticky. So the Prime Minister makes some talk, people, a bag of talk. But really and truly, does he understand the gruesome nature?
There is no way that 8 persons can be killed in one incident in Jamaica and the state stands as if nothing happened. No. Every gang member, every gang will feel the full force of the state today. This must never happen again in Jamaica.
Say what? Hold on. Shadiga Park did happen. And the state, what did they do? What did they do? Who was arrested? Who went to prison? Bro, we saw where y'all actually did nothing 14 years ago. This is nothing new. What happened to the quadruple murder 3 years ago in Havana Heights? What happened? Come on, Andrew. A lot of tough talk. We know it's a 1-day, 2-day story. Soon ain't nobody gonna be talking about this. It's gonna be in memory soon. Because uno not gonna do nothing. Yes, uno might find a couple man and shoot a couple man, arrest a couple man, but that's it.
The police are theorizing that the killings are a reprisal act for the murder of a woman some time ago. The lawmen have so far declined to name the gangs they believe are involved in the mass shooting. Ricardo Brooks for Nationwide News.
Jano. Sir P always a talk about them thing, yeah. And the fall them always a come home to roost. Now the Shadiga Park, me go actually play a clip in a little excerpt, a piece of Sir P video where him describe, him a tell the story of how some of the thing them go on. You can watch a full video, you go to Sir P page, him channel, Politics Watch, you click on it and you type in Park or Shadiga Park. And you will see it, people. You will see it and watch it for yourself. It's a story. It's a story.
Who went into the house? This actual attack was done by Nevada Hodges and others. You see, Nevada Hodges was a youth who, enough people don't know this, even if man can't know this, but Hodges used to mess with the Diet Coke. Hodges, when he was sober, people will tell you he actually wasn't even that bad when he was sober. But in order to go on certain operation, Hodges was one of them man there. We have to do him line a coke, have to drink too much things, he have to get himself out of that state and into a different mindset to go on a certain operation. This is how Hodges stay. Right? Brothers, you probably heard me mention brothers already. It was the 2 of them who go into the house. When the man them go in there, right, upon Aaron Dennis, and I 3 pitney them. Matter of fact, there was more pitney in the house, but 3 dead. People at Jamaica want to understand this. The man them start wet up the pitney them. The man them, and they were carrying rifles, by the way, M16s. I just love the M16. When the lady realized, say, they might go shoot her baby. She had her baby on her breast. Let me say it again. The lady, right, Aaron Dennis, she had her baby on her breast. When you hear me talk certain things, I only think, oh, Mr. Throw things to dramatic effect. No. When you hear me talk about bad man, 87 criminals should be, this is a real life example. When she realized, say, the man them I could shoot the baby. You know what this lady did? She roll herself over upon the baby. You know what the man them do? The man them wet up her back. The man them turn the woman and strain her. I just want to understand the type of people we deal with. I want to understand who is Klansman. I want to understand when I sing certain lyrics, I want to jump up in a party, I want to understand the kind of things I want to call down upon myself. I want to understand who my favourite artist them that do freed up for. I just want to understand that. After the man them mash up the woman back, kill 3 or pitney them in a one family. The same brothers and Nevada Hadjis, for this act, the 2 of them will end up get 2 of the wickedest dead any Klansman get.
Ja, know people, it's sticky. A Jamaica, you know, I may say nothing no change. Just another day, evils on top of evils are happen. Wagwan pan what a gwan. Nothing we can do but watch, right? We can watch, but then again, we elect the leaders who not really do nothing. So I feel we fault, you see me in our way. Cause we get the leaders we elect. Remember that. Anyhow, people, bless up on yourself, you know. You don't know, say a dancehall news and reviews. And it's a sad thing, you know. Condolences to the family. Oh my God, condolences to the families. I heard that one lady crying. And I recall her saying, like, you know, let's say the young man named Kevin. And she had said, yo, Kevin now move. Why? Kevin, yeah, shut out. Oh, them shut out Kevin, yeah. And I'm just like, wow. The ball, you know, it sounded. I'm just like, nah, bro, nah. This is too much. Like the pain, like I could feel her pain, like, normally, you know, people, me not watch them thing, then I stay far from them thing, but you don't know, me have to pray because of the channel and, you know, I have to check out the content so me can cover it and I have to know what go on, but people, me try not to intake this stuff, you know, because I love to sleep comfortable at night. I am not trying to go down that road. I don't go looking at dead bodies. I try not to see and hear certain things. I try to keep my vessel clean as possible, not, you know, filled up with the evils of this world that actually desensitize you. I don't want to be desensitized to crime and violence, murders and the atrocities. I don't want it normalizing in my head. Like, I'm not one of those people who's gonna watch a video of somebody skinning somebody, cutting their throat or whatever. I don't watch these things. I refuse to. And from them time that when them man they over so in the Middle East used to make them video, they wanna do them thing that I never watch none. A matter of fact, you know, the thing that happened last year, almost 1 year upon us now, with what happened in Israel, and I can tell you, I refuse to watch any of those videos. I don't go on X. I don't check out the clippings, the pictures, the videos. I just hear that things happen, but me never actually go watch myself. But that a me still, me different from the norm. You see me? Share the views, drop some comments, as me say. DNR, Dancehall News and Reviews, Love and Respect, are the captain of the Vulture Squad I talk to, you know.